brother thought our parents' will meant he would inherit everything. He didn't realize there was a second document none of us had seen. When our parents passed away last year, the entire family gathered at the lawyer's office to hear the will. My younger brother had already convinced himself he knew how everything would go. He had been living with our parents for the last 5 years, helping them around the house, driving them to appointments, handling bills when things got complicated. Because of that, he believed the house would automatically go to him. And to be honest, I thought the same thing. Our parents' house had always been the center of our family. Every holiday dinner happened there. Every birthday cake was cut in that dining room. Even when we all moved out and started our own lives, that house was the one place everyone still came back to. My brother used to say the same thing himself. He always joked that one day the place would be his, because he was the one who never really left. At the time, none of us took those comments seriously, but after our parents passed away, those jokes suddenly sounded more like expectations. When we sat down in the lawyer's office that morning, my brother looked almost confident, like he already knew how the story would end. The lawyer started reading through the document slowly. Most of it was normal stuff. Savings split between the three of us, some jewelry left to me, and a few family items passed down to different relatives. Every now and then my brother nodded along like everything was going exactly the way he expected. Then the lawyer reached the part about the house, our childhood home, the place we all grew up in. The lawyer looked up from the paper and said the property would be held in a shared family trust between the three siblings. My brother's face changed instantly. The confidence disappeared and turned into confusion. He interrupted the lawyer and said there had to be some mistake. He explained that he had been the one taking care of our parents and that they had promised the house would be his someday. The lawyer didn't argue with him. Instead, he calmly opened another folder on the table. Apparently, a few months before our father passed away, he had added a letter to the file. It wasn't a legal change to the will. It was simply a note explaining the decision. The lawyer handed copies to each of us. The letter said our father was grateful for everything my brother had done while living with them. He acknowledged the rides to doctor appointments, the help around the house, and the fact that my brother had stayed close when the rest of us had moved away for work and families. But the letter continued with something none of us expected. Our father wrote that he had spent a lot of time thinking about what would happen to the house after he was gone. He knew it would be easy to give it entirely to the child who had stayed there the longest, but he also knew that decision could slowly break the connection between the three of us. Then there was a paragraph none of us expected. Our father wrote that he had noticed something during the last few years. Every time one of us visited the house, we would walk through the rooms and start telling the same old stories. The broken step on the stairs, the mark on the wall from when we played indoor baseball, the tree in the backyard we tried to build a treehouse in, and failed. He said that house was the only place where all three of his children still sounded like kids again. He didn't want that place to belong to just one memory. My brother sat there quietly after finishing the letter. For the first time since the meeting started, he didn't argue. Then the lawyer added one last thing our father had written at the bottom of the page. If any of you ever feels like that house belongs to only one person, it means I failed as a father. The room went silent after that, and for the first time since our parents passed away, none of us were thinking about who inherited the house. We were thinking about why our father made sure we would all keep coming back to it.